Hi everyone, meteorologist Ethan Emery here in the Fox 19 First Alert Streaming Center here for our 19 at noon Wednesday edition. It's a first alert weather day because of some scattered snow showers developing here this afternoon and this evening. We'll show you that in the forecast model data. Take a look at radar, take a look at how cold things will be this afternoon and tonight, all coming up here in just a few minutes. But welcome to 19 at noon, our weekday noon weather show, available wherever you stream, including on the 24/7 weather streaming channel, also on fox19.com, the Fox 19 News and First Alert weather app, YouTube, as well as on Facebook, both the Fox 19 Facebook page as well as my Facebook page at Ethan Emery WX. But we're going to go ahead and dive into everything because, of course, it is a First Alert weather day. So again, good afternoon, everybody. Meteorologist Ethan Emery here. And right now, things are dry. We are just looking at cloudy skies out there, but the winds are beginning to pick up a little bit ahead of what's going to be those scattered snow showers later today. Now, right now, we'll take a look at radar and satellite behind me, which will show us the cloud cover out there right now, but off to the west, some scattered snow showers moving in. So this was the snow that moved through earlier this morning. I just didn't have enough time to make this graphic, but Cincinnati at CVG officially had 1.1 inches of snow this morning, a lot of which melted on roadways and sidewalks, but did create a few slick spots out there, but a lot of it was on grassy surfaces. But that's officially from the National Weather Service in Wilmington. There were also reports generally anywhere from 1/10 of an inch to about 1 inch of snow in the Cincinnati metro area. But this afternoon and evening, we are looking at amounts to be a little bit less than that. However, impacts look to be a little bit increased because of the situation at hand. So what we're looking at right now is this right here, this scattered snow shower activity in Illinois and Indiana. Now, it's moving with a little wave of energy, and that wave of energy is going to sweep on in, and as it does that, it's going to be right for the homebound commute. Not an opportune time for it to have snow showers like this. In addition to that, the snow showers will also be accompanied by blustery winds, gusting upwards of 30 miles per hour, and could create some reduced visibility. And of course, with temperatures near or just above freezing, some bridges, overpasses could get icy, especially just after sunset. But right now, speaking of temperatures, it is still below freezing through much of the Fox 19 Now viewing area. It's 31 at CVG here this hour. It's 30 over in Batesville as well as in Richmond, Indiana. 30 in Lebanon, 31 also in Wilmington, and then 32 from Middletown, Hamilton over to Batavia. And the mildest spot is at the Lunken Airport at 34 degrees. But the winds tell a different story. Once it loads, there we are. Winds are anywhere from about 10 to 20 miles per hour sustained this hour, and those gusts are already close to 30 miles per hour. Right now at the Lunken Airport, wind gusts of 29. When it's this cold, you factor in the winds, it does feel colder. Wind chills or feels like temperatures are into the teens and low 20s. So definitely a brisk day out there for you here this early afternoon. But looking at today, I just updated all these numbers. The conditions are high. I got up to about 35 degrees. So temperatures will eventually get above freezing, but that's just before the snow showers do move in. You'll see here that we head into 5 o'clock, which a lot of folks will be out on the roadways at that time. Excuse me. And we'll have the snow showers move in. As that happens, some conditions or some areas could have temperatures just at freezing, perhaps just below freezing, just above freezing, and that's going to be a big difference maker onto how it's going to be on some of those roadways. Even with the temperatures above freezing, these snow showers will come at a good enough burst where it could leave a very brief slick spot as well as reduced visibility. So let's go ahead and look at our forecast model here. I'm going to look at this one. This one does a pretty good job in situations like this. We call it the high resolution rapid refresh. We use it a lot for active severe weather events, but it also sometimes does a good job with scattered snow showers in this particular case. So I'm agreeing with this. And not to mention, it's doing a pretty good job analyzing what's happening right now. So we take a look at this afternoon, this evening. It's trying to show a little bit of a rain-snow mix. I think what's going to happen here is it's probably going to be some big wet flakes. maybe a couple of raindrops with it, maybe some sleet. Can't rule that out entirely at the beginning of this, but I think after 5 o'clock, it quickly changes over to all snow. So we play this out, 5, 6 p.m., a lot of blue on here, and notice how scattered it is. And excuse me again, apologize, but we're looking at this to be scattered. So not everyone's going to see everything all at once, but the snow showers that do come in will come in at a good clip. And do note that the shades of blue quickly go from light blue to dark blue. Notice that here. Notice that here and here. Models are just a tool, but models also can give you a good indicator of the conditions that are to be expected or what could be expected. And in this situation, this is the case. That's why I wanted to use this model, because this model is showing that some of these snow bands could be a little intense, bringing in some moderate snow. Now, granted, it's not going to be long term. It's going to be a very short duration, but enough to where it could blanket a roadway briefly, or it could blanket grassy surfaces, elevated surfaces, including bridges and overpasses. So this is 5, 6 p.m. We go into 7 o'clock, and you'll see here still scattered snow shower activity. We head into 8, 9 o'clock. It's still present, but then closer to midnight, things will be out of here by that point. And then Thursday morning, we'll just start off on a cold note with temperatures in the low 20s. Now, like I said, this is not going to be a lot of snow accumulating on roads, but it's going to be enough to where it's going to create issues. Kind of like, not this past Saturday, but the Saturday prior, where these snow showers are coming in at a good enough clip where it's going to initially melt on roads, but with temperatures hovering close to freezing, it's going to lead to some icy spots. In addition, it's going to also come in to where you could have a brief covering of snow on some area roadways, untreated roadways especially at that. So let's look at a snowfall map here. Now this is just a particular model. Every model is a little bit different with amounts, but I do want to show this to emphasize that it's not going to be a lot. Generally, a ½ inch or less of snow. Total snowfall accumulations, including what's going to melt. However, isolated, there could be a little burst of snow, might be a little bit higher. But do note that there are some areas that will see next to nothing, while others could see a good little clip come through. So really want to emphasize the first alert weather day is not because of heavy measurable snow, it's just the impacts from the snow that's going to disrupt the evening commute, create some slick conditions, reduce visibility. And speaking of which, with reduced visibility, I do want to show you this forecast model that is also going to show us that visibility will be reduced in these snow showers. So do note, 5, 6 p.m., notice these little gray and yellow and orange dots that are showing up. Those are areas where the snow showers are moving in. Now this model, it's not quite as widespread, but it still indicates that anywhere that sees a snow shower will also see visibility quickly become deteriorated because of those snow showers. And that's going to be an impact. So again, the impacts with snow showers this afternoon, this evening, is going to be the fact that we're looking at reduced visibility. Accumulations are going to be minor, but enough to create slick conditions. And a big temperature drop heading into our Thursday. So those are the big takeaways in this first alert forecast. We'll dive into more of this stuff here in just a second. I've been talking for about 10 minutes now, so I'll take a pause, look at our comments and questions on the Fox 19 Facebook page, as well as my Facebook page, @EthanEmery WX. All right, so Susan says, good afternoon. The wind is definitely picking up. Indeed it is. Again, the Lunken Airport had a wind gust at 29 miles per hour at noon. Sarah says, good afternoon. Good afternoon to you as well, Sarah. Robert asks, are the wind speeds going to get worse later tonight? I heard the wind chill could be really cold tomorrow. It will be very cold tomorrow, and I'll show you that next in our model data real quick. But before we do that, I want to finish these comments. That way we can move on and not miss anything. Stephanie asking, do you expect any schools to be on any delays tomorrow? I think if there are any delays, it's going to be very limited. I don't suspect there to be anything widespread, because these snow showers, again, very light, and the temperatures tonight Though they will get down into the lower 20s, I think road crews have plenty of time to take care of most roadways. I think, could there be exceptions to the rule? Perhaps, but I think most places should not expect school delays with regards to road conditions. Now, when it comes to cold conditions, as long as they have heaters that are operative, and as long as a lot of the students aren't under any threat of being out exposed in the cold for a long period of time, I think schools won't have an issue with that either. Patrice says, hi, EEE, long time, thanks for the updates. Of course. Yeah, Stephanie, I don't know if that's the answer you want to hear, but yeah, definitely. Oh, that's right. Your kid likes school, so your kid probably is going to enjoy hearing my response there. No comments on my Facebook page, so we'll go ahead and move along here, because another component to this forecast is the cold conditions. Now, today we're looking at wind chills in the teens and 20s throughout the day. But, as one of the comments mentioned, and absolutely true, Frank and Catherine were mentioning it this morning, is winds will actually increase a little bit tonight. So we head into this evening, wind chills in the mid-20s. We go into tonight, notice this, 1 a.m., wind chills in the single digits to our north of the Ohio River, areas south and along the Ohio River, wind chills in the teens. We play this out going into our Thursday morning. So let's go ahead and take it back here to 7 a.m. Again, wind chills in the single digits for areas north of the Ohio River, south of the Ohio River, in the low teens. So a few spots potentially could see wind chills close to zero. Very limited though. Very rural areas could see that, but most locations will have wind chills above zero. But regardless, whether it's 0, 2 below, 2 above, still cold. It's because of the winds. And with the wind gusts, let's look at our forecast model here as we dive on into this afternoon. Wind gust close to 30 miles per hour. We head into tonight. There it is, midnight, 1 a.m. Wind gusts over 30 miles per hour. And wind gusts will stay at around 20, 25 miles per hour overnight tonight into our Thursday morning. So breezy conditions today and tonight. Wind chills in the teens and 20s today. Wind chills in the single digits and teens overnight tonight into Thursday morning. But Thursday, albeit it'll be cold, it will be not as breezy. Some positive news. But you'll see here, we head into our Thursday. Areas that are breezy will pretty much be areas east of I-75. So, again, it's a little blustery for our folks over towards Wilmington, Hillsborough, West Union, Vanceburg, which I completely buy that. But as the day progresses, the winds will eventually die down. So, Thursday morning and midday, breezy to our east. But Thursday evening for everybody, winds will be calm. So, let's go back to that forecast model, for just in case if anyone missed this from the beginning of this. In fact, what I'll do is I'll take this full screen for you. That way you can see it yourself. Next couple of hours, we are dry. A lot of cloud cover. But after 3 o'clock, we'll begin to see kind of a rain-snow mix initially. So I think it's going to be wet snowflakes, some cold raindrops, and sleet. Those will be the three things you'll notice between 3 and about 5 o'clock. After 5 o'clock, we will begin to see all snowflakes, wet, big snowflakes. And these snowflakes are going to come down at a good enough clip where areas that do experience this will see reduced visibility and a quick covering of snow for a brief period of time. Do note, 7 o'clock, temperatures at or just below freezing. So this means that this evening, I would say even as early as 4 o'clock, be careful on bridges and overpasses especially, but also keep in mind that even the main roads, if untreated, those little bursts of snow could create some slick spots. But after 6, 7 o'clock, after sunset, temperatures will begin to fall, and especially any untreated roadway, including interstates and highways, could become slick. Now we go until late tonight. Any untreated roadway will be impacted because by midnight temperatures will be in the 20s. But I think there's going to be enough duration of time where most road crews should be able to handle the situation at hand, because with the snow shower activity ending before midnight, you got several hours to take care of any icy spots on some of those roadways. But again, I'm not expecting any kind of delays or closures by any stretch. If there are any delays, it's going to be very limited. It's going to be either dependent on rural roads, perhaps, that might have some issues, or maybe a heater issue, because it's going to be cold tonight. Lows will be down into the low 20s, even upper teens. Wind chills will be in the single digits and low teens here in the area. But we head into our Thursday. Thursday morning, we're looking at some sunshine. And then tomorrow, we do have some high, thin clouds. Now, this model is trying to bring some snow to our northwest. I don't think that's going to be making it close to here. But Thursday, we will see some filtered sunshine here in the Tri-States. So some mix of sun and clouds. And then, yeah, I don't buy that. That's just going to be some cloud cover on Thursday. Before Friday, we are looking at a bit more filtered sunshine. So let's go and take a look at this forecast model. This is a little bit more of a wider range. This is going to show us kind of what to expect going into the rest of the week, into this weekend. So we go into Friday. Friday is dry. Saturday is dry for the bulk of the day. So tomorrow is dry. Friday is dry. Saturday looks dry during the majority of the day. Now, Saturday evening, I think close to sunset or later, we could be running into some light showers. Rain showers also on Sunday in the morning and even in the early afternoon. Rain in the morning, particularly Sunday, but Sunday afternoon, more scattered shower activity. And then eventually we head into our Monday, and we are looking at a little bit drier air for the daytime hours before Monday night. Rain moves in, and that will be here with us on Tuesday of next week. So with that being said, let's take a look at that 7-day forecast here. So the 7-day here is going to show you kind of another roller coaster of temperatures because, of course, as you can guess, with rain coming in this weekend, that means temperatures are going to warm up. So here is the 7-day forecast. 35 for today. Snow showers in the afternoon and evening, blustery. And again, it's going to start off as kind of a rain, sleet, snow mix, but then eventually become snow. We go into our Thursday. Sun and clouds. A little blustery to areas east of I-75, but cold nonetheless. 30 for a high. Friday, 44 with some filtered sunshine. And then we head into the weekend. We're back in the 50s. Saturday evening, a few showers. Sunday, rain likely and a high of 52. And then we head into our Monday, afternoon and evening showers and a high of 55. And it's some isolated showers on Tuesday of next week and a high of 48. Temperatures beginning to dip down. Now take a look at beyond the 7-day forecast because, yes, I did update that forecast. We'll dive into that here in a moment, but I want to first, again, look at our Facebook comments and questions. We'll begin with the Fox 19 Facebook page. Nikki asking, when is this supposed to start? So if you, this was 6 minutes ago, so maybe you saw a moment ago. After 3 o'clock, we'll begin to see that wintry mix develop from our west to our east. It's going to be scattered, so not everyone's going to see it initially, but this is going to be all over the place in terms of the scattered activity. Most places will see something. It's going to start off as kind of a wintry mix of wet snowflakes, sleet, and rain. So sleet being the little ice pellets. That's precipitation falling. The snow that starts in the cloud is going to melt into raindrops, and then closer to the surface it's going to freeze, and then it's going to land on the surface as those little ice balls you see. Frozen raindrops. That's what sleet is. David says, just a coating of snow this morning, but is melting away, so we expect more. We'll expect a little bit more. As I said a little bit ago, less than an inch, even less than a half an inch of snow, although a couple of those bands of snow showers could have just enough oomph to them to quickly blanket something, but then it'll melt pretty quickly once the band of snow moves out. Yeah, this morning, David, there was anywhere from a dusting to about an inch of snow according to National Weather Service office in Wilmington, about an inch of snow at CVG. I think it was officially 1.1 inches of snow. But thank you, David, for letting me know what you're seeing. And yes, we do expect to see a little bit of light snow this afternoon. Could be a brief band of moderate snow. But again, this is not much of an issue of accumulating snow, but more of a travel impact with potential for some slick road conditions. Andrew and Kathy both saying hello. Hello to you. Richard saying or asking, do you see any deep freeze coming? Deep freeze, not so much. In fact, you can see here not much in the way of a deep freeze aside from tonight and tomorrow night with temperatures well below freezing. We do get it back above freezing for overnight lows beginning Friday night. But we go ahead and dive into beyond the 7-day forecast here. You do see a few nights where temperatures do fall below freezing. Afternoon high temperatures will be above freezing. So to answer your question, Richard, I don't see any long stretch of times where we're in a deep freeze. Not right now, at least. And then Richard also asking, how long did I have to go to school? So I went to community college for a couple of years. I had some stuff come up to where I couldn't go to the university of my top choice at the time of graduating high school. Went to community college for 2 years, and I transferred to the Ohio University in Athens, Ohio. The Bobcats. Big proud alum from there. Got my degree. So in total, including the transfer and everything, it was actually 5 years. And that was just because a class that I needed to have a meteorology degree was only offered every other year. And I kind of transferred at the wrong time with that. But really it's 4 years, but I did the 5-year option just because of a couple of classes that I had to take. Stephanie says, my kids like school, but they like snow days or even delays. Yeah, except for you have to do homework at home. Or schoolwork at home, rather. Although I grew up before the NTI days, or NIT days, or whatever they're called, the days where you have to take classes online virtually. That's foreign to me, at least with high school. But makes the snow days not as fun as they used to be. But yeah, I don't foresee snow days, at least this evening or tomorrow, for that matter. Richard says thank you to as well for trusting us, and Lucy says nice. Forecast, not too bad. Okay. Let's see my Facebook page real quick. Wilmington just made a message, a half inch of snow up in Wilmington. Got one comment on my Facebook page. Chelsea saying, hi, Ethan. And Chelsea is also on the Fox 19 Facebook page saying, thanks, Ethan, for all you do. Thank you as well, Chelsea. Much appreciative. So we'll take a look at radar here real quick. You can see over to our west we do have some light snow showers over towards western Indiana, west of Indianapolis, over towards Bloomington, and even into Terre Haute, into Illinois. That will be moving in our direction, and we'll see that activity move here as initially as a rain-snow mix with a little bit of sleet mixed in perhaps after 3 o'clock, and then we'll see potentially some all snow after between 4 and 5, and could create some travel issues. We'll be posting updates all afternoon on the Fox 19 First Alert weather app, as well as on our 24/7 weather streaming channel. And of course, we got you covered beginning at 3 o'clock. Meteorologist Catherine Bodak will be giving you live updates as well as radar updates on the air. And then meteorologist Ashley Smith, is filling in for Chief Meteorologist Steve Horsemeyer. And she will be in beginning at 5, and we'll be giving you more updates as necessary. Have a wonderful Wednesday afternoon. Be safe on the roadways if you are traveling here this afternoon, and hopefully you find a way to stay warm tonight with wind chills in the teens and single digits, as well as what's going to be a cold Thursday here in the tri-state. Of course, you can get the latest forecast on fox19.com/weather and the First Alert weather app.